Bumrah becomes first Indian pacer to top ICC Test ranking after his stellar performance in the second Test against England in Vizag. PM Modi on Wednesday tore into states such as Congress-governed Karnataka, which are questioning devolution formula and demanding a share of taxes in line with their contribution. The narrative is an attempt to create a north-south divide, he said. His comments came after Karnataka CM Siddharamaiah landed in Delhi for a dharna to highlight the centre's alleged injustice in transfer of taxes. Karnataka is being backed by some opposition-governed states such as Tamil Nadu and Kerala, which have never shied away from hitting out at the centre over GST and resource transfer. The way language is being spoken to break the country, these new narratives are being made for political gains. It is particularly distressing that such language is emerging from a national party, Modi said, blaming Congress for what he called a divisive demand. What will be the fate of the country and where it is going to end? Instead, strive to foster unity and solidarity, he said in Rajya Sabha while participating in a debate on motion of thanks to President's address. A Delhi court issued summons on Wednesday to CM Arvind Kejriwal on a plea by Enforcement Directorate that he was legally bound to attend in person in response to a summons issued to him in a money laundering case related to a now scrapped excise policy but had failed to do so. Kejriwal has to appear before the court on February 17. The court issued summons to Kejriwal under IPC section 174 and stating the delivery of such summons is prima facie evidence from the fact that the proposed accused sent replies to them dated 2/11/2012 and this wherein inter alia reasons for non-appearance were set out. Delhi Minister Atishi said AAP respected the court's order and will represent its side before it on the given day. She reiterated that the 5 ED summons that Kejriwal skipped were illegal and unlawful and were part of a conspiracy to stop him from campaigning for upcoming Lok Sabha elections and arrest him. Atishi also alleged that just before ED sent summons, BJP through press conferences claimed Kejriwal was going to send to jail. We will inform the court about this correlation, she said. Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva said if Arvind Kejriwal does not appear in court on February 17 or does any legal maneuvering, it will directly mean that he is the mastermind of the liquor scam, said Sachdeva. Krishna asked for 5 villages to be given to the Pandavas, but Hindus seek just 3 centers of faith linked to 3 deities. CM Yogi Adityanath said on Wednesday as Kashi, Mathura and mythology resonated in the UP Assembly. Yogi's statement is the first known instance of a front-ranking BJP functionary publicly endorsing the demand for temples at disputed sites in Mathura and Varanasi. The CM also quoted from Ramdhari Singh Dinkar's poem Krishna Ki Chetavani, part of the book Rashmirathi, to buttress his point days after Varanasi court allowed the worship of Singar, Gauri and other Hindu deities to resume in the southern cellar of Gyanvapi Masjid. ASI said this week that the Keshav Dev temple in Mathura was demolished for the construction of a mosque. Injustice was done to Ayodhya. When I talk about the injustice, we remember something that happened 5,000 years ago. For past many years, society has been talking about only 3 places. These are special places where our gods were reincarnated themselves, Yogi said, invoking the episode from Mahabharata where Duryodhan's stubborn refusal to cede 5 villages to the Pandavas led to war. The CM said here too there is rigidity, and when rigidity is laced with politics and efforts are made to turn it into vote bank politics, then dispute arises. The centre and state governments on Wednesday set aside their differences to anonymously tell Supreme Court that sub-classification of scheduled caste communities would enable needy and weakest group to get a bigger share of reservation and prevent those who bettered their social standing from cornering the lion's share of the quota. Attorney General R. Venkataramani, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, Senior Advocate Kapil Sibal and states represented by senior advocates sought review for the Supreme Court 5-judge bench E.V. Chinnaiya judgment, which in 2004 had ruled that all Supreme Court communities which suffered ostracism, discrimination, and humiliation for centuries represented a homogeneous class incapable of being subcategorized. The show of unanimity stood out not just due to the backdrop of partisans feuds but also because until recently the political class had appeared wary of acknowledging the reality of all scheduled castes not being similar. Microsoft chairman and CEO Satya Nadella said it's an imperative, especially for India and the US, to cooperate in forming regulations around artificial intelligence instead of fracturing them. AI is the air now. Nadella said it's a powerful new general purpose technology that needs to be diffused to all corners of the world fast so that we can in some sense have that equal distribution of economic growth, and therefore it's imperative especially for India and the US to be able to cooperate on what are the norms and regulations instead of fracturing them. Even a small startup out of India can create safe AI that is exportable, or a small startup in the US that can produce something that is importable, and that's what I think would make it fantastic for both the countries, Nadella said at Microsoft Connection event in Mumbai on Wednesday. The tech giant's India-born CEO said perhaps this is the first time he thought that there is no impedance on what's happening in India and rest of world. There is no gap. If anything, the use cases here are so unique and are paving their own path. We are not just talking about AI, we are scaling AI, he said. Microsoft counts Air India, TCS, Infosys and HCL as some of its key customers. Nadella's tour of India coincided with his 10th anniversary as Microsoft CEO. During his watch, its market cap has crossed over $3 trillion from a little over $300 billion when he took charge in 2014. Nadella said Microsoft is planning to equip 2 million people in India with AI skills by 2025. About 16% of global AI talent is based in India, and it will make 25% of new additionals to global workforce in the next decade. Industry patriarch Ratan Tata's pet project, an animal hospital for Mumbai, is set to finally see light on the day in early March. Spread across 2.2 acres and built at a cost of Rs 165 crore, the facility will be one of India's few 24/7 hospitals for dogs, cats, rabbits and other small animals, report said. A pet is no different from a member of one's family today. As the guardian of several pets throughout my life, I recognize the need for this hospital, said Tata, who conceived the project following his own struggle and transcontinental quest to find advanced healthcare for his injured dog. Hamas proposed a truce to silence the guns in Gaza for 4.5 months, during which all hostages would go free. Israel would withdraw its troops from the Gaza Strip and an agreement would be reached to end the war. However, Israel PM Netanyahu rejected the proposal. Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena has given his note to the anti-corruption branch of Delhi government to register a case of corruption against 10 officials of East Delhi-based Dr. Hedgewar Arogya Sansthan, including 6 doctors. The case was first registered at Farah Bazar police station in July 2014 on the complaint of then medical director of the hospital alleging dispensaries in the payment made to a pharmacy in December 13 and 24. In 2014, the case was later transferred to anti-corruption branch. According to the complaint, the accused doctors and officials of this Sansthan allegedly passed inflated bills and made excess payment to a private pharmacy that supplied medicines to the hospitals. Delhi International Airport Limited has been told by central government to have only 3 stations for the proposed air train at Indira Gandhi International Airport to ensure quick intra-terminal transfer for passengers and foolproof security on what will be India's first automated people mover at a mega hub. This is exactly half the 6 stations proposed by GMR-backed DIAL on the 8-kilometer route. The Airports Authority of India proposal was for 4 stops on a 6-kilometer route. We have asked DIAL to have only 1 stop between Terminal 1 and Terminal 3 and 2. Passengers must be able to quickly transfer between T1 and one side on the T2 and T3 on the other. Dial's proposal for having so many stops, including 2 at Aerocity, will not only mean higher travel time between Terminal 1 and 2 and 3 but also require foolproof security at the non-terminal stops at highly placed sources. Several parts of the city experienced drizzle on Wednesday afternoon. This was accompanied by gusty winds reaching speed of 40 to 42 km per hour. Strong winds are likely to blow on Thursday too. Despite the drizzle, the observatories did not record any significant rainfall. The Riz Observatory in North Delhi recorded only trace rainfall between 8 to 5 pm. Several areas of Delhi witnessed drizzle. Strong winds prevailed in the city during the daytime with an average speed of 18 km per hour. However, gusty wind with a speed of 40 to 42 km per hour were recorded between 2:30 and 3 pm, said Kuldeep Srivastav, scientist and regional head. This Srivastav added, after the passage of the western disturbance, there is a change in wind speed and direction. Similar conditions are likely to prevail on Thursday as gusty winds are predicted to blow in the city. Rain is unlikely for the next few days. The maximum temperature on Wednesday was 20 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees below normal. The minimum temperature was 6 degrees Celsius, 3 notches below normal. IMD has predicted strong surface winds reaching speed of 25 to 35 km per hour during the daytime on Thursday, along with gusty winds with speeds of up to 45 km per hour. The maximum and minimum temperature are likely to remain around 21 and 7 degrees Celsius respectively on Thursday. However, the day temperature is likely to show a rising trend from Friday onwards. Delhi's air quality index on Wednesday continued to remain in the moderate category at 175. The air quality early warning system for Delhi said the air quality is likely to be in the moderate category till February 9, but is likely to be in the very poor category on February 10. Delhi Sports University will be built on 80 acres of land in Mundka to offer training of 2,500 students for 20 Olympic sports. It may take 3 years to be ready, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said during the inauguration of an air-conditioned indoor swimming pool at the Delhi Sports School in Civil Lines on Wednesday. He added that the purpose of establishing Delhi Sports University is to bring maximum medals in the Olympics, and all modern facilities will be provided free of cost to the athletes training here. Talking about the Delhi Sports School, Kejriwal said there will be nothing lacking in promoting sports. 172 children are being trained in 10 Olympic sports at Delhi Sports School. About the planning of the sports university, he said, for a few years we pondered over the idea of a Delhi Sports University. We thought that our country has 140 crore people, and when it comes on the Olympics or international sports event, we are lowest in the table in terms of medals. We long for even a single medal, and countries such as China and US take all the medals. What are we really lacking? In our country of 140 crore individuals, we don't have any dearth of talent. Both rich and poor people can possess talent. He said there is also a lot of hidden talent in children of our villages, but so far no one has supported that talent. If that talent is supported, we can defeat any country in the world in a competition. We have established a sports university with the aim of bringing more medals in Olympics. All the athletes training at Delhi Sports School are being prepared to bring more medals. This is our goal. Behind the establishment of Delhi Sports University, we have a big vision. The university is being built in Mundka on about 80 acres of land where 2,500 students will be enrolled. It may take about 3 years for the university to be established. He added that it was the desire of this country that all the medals in these 20 Olympic sports disciplines should come to India. Highlighting the rigorous selection process of Delhi Sports School, the Chief Minister iterated that tests were conducted at several levels, and then there was a competition. Beside, more than 10,000 applications were received, out of which only 170 have been selected. Vice President Jagdeep Dharkar appealed to the corporate world to liberally handhold educational institutions, particularly those engaged in educating girls. He called for the contribution of CSR funds to institutions, adding that he would be happy to interact with industry on this point. He was presiding over the centenary celebrations of Indraprasth College for Women, Delhi University on Wednesday. Dhankar awarded meritorious students and unveiled the centenary logo of a coffee table book centenary logo and a coffee table book on IP College. The institution's history is intertwined with the movement for women's education and the independence movement. Its current campus on Civil Lines was inaugurated on February 7, 1939 by Lady Linlithgow. It started in 1904 as Indraprasth Putri Pathshala in Chandni Chowk. The college is first women's college of DU. The journey of 100 years is never easy, but this institution has unrevealed records of traversing a journey of a century with commendable achievements, high credentials, making everyone proud. This institution is an epicenter of change, a now center to formulate a new Bharat, the Vice President said. Dhankar told the students, I invite you to the new building of the Indian Parliament as my guest. You will be amazed to witness its transformation. The Vice President added that a result of effective governance, women's empowerment has enabled our girls to be principal participants in the Marathon for Bharat at the rate 2047. You will lead our march impactfully to make Bharat a developed nation. You will take it to the peak among the Committee of Nations, the Vice President added. Referring to initiatives like Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam and Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, Dhankar served, we have a defining moment in the country. Girls are defining the growth of India. Delhi University Vice Chancellor Yogesh Singh shared his ideas on the centenary, and college chairman Alok B. Sriram reminded the audience that the institution has many firsts to its name. Principal Poonam Kumari said IP College flaunted the spirit of women's empowerment through the W20 seminar titled Narayani Namo Stute. Narayani Namostute. President Draupadi Murmu enjoyed a metro ride in the city on Wednesday and interacted with students. President Draupadi Murmu visited the Delhi metro system on Wednesday. The president boarded the metro train at the Central Secretariat metro station on the Kashmiri Gate, Raja Nahar Singh Violet Line corridor, travelled up to Nehru Palace metro station and returned to Central Secretariat. During her journey, she also interacted with some school children, said Anuj Dayal, Principal Executive Director, Corporate Communication, DMRC. Murmu is the second serving President of India to travel by Delhi Metro. The then President Pratibha Patil had taken the metro back in 2012. DMRC's Managing Director Vikas Kumar accompanied the President on the journey. Suspected terrorist of the resistance force fatally shot by a 31-year-old Sikh shopkeeper Amritpal Singh from Punjab at point blank range and wounded his friend in Srinagar around 7 p.m. Wednesday. Police confirmed, marking the first target killing of 2024. This also marked the first attack of non-Kashmiri in J&K this year. Security sources said Amritpal and his friend Rohit were on the way to the rented accommodation in the densely populated Shahid Gunj locality of Srinagar after a holiday in their hometown, Amritsar, where terrorists of TRF, a covered branch of Pakistan-backed LET, attacked them with an AK-47 assault rifle. Amritpal, a dry fruit seller at Hababa Kadal in the Old City area, died instantly, while his 25-year-old friend Rohit suffered grievous wounds and was excavated for medical attention, police reported. Rohit suffered bullets wounds in the abdomen and is currently undergoing treatment at SHMS hospital in Srinagar. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari on Wednesday told Rajya Sabha that government will avoid building toll plazas within 6 to 7 km of cities and industrial areas for benefit of locals and the working population. He also said that government is trying to introduce GPS-based tolling on NHS before MCC comes into force. In response to a supplementary from a BJP MP on problems faced by locals in Visakhapatnam because of a toll plaza, Gadkari said he is aware of the issue on certain strengths During the UPA government, they allowed setting up toll plazas close to urban areas, and later the task of the toll collection was given to private players. If we terminate them now, they will raise claims and we have to pay the compensation. Because of this, people who go to work for just a few kilometers needs to pay toll. This is not right. We are ensuring that toll plaza don't come up not within 6 to 7 kilometers of cities, so that local don't end up paying toll, he said. The first ever EU-India track 1.5 dialogue on countering the use of unmanned aerial system by extremists will take place in Delhi on Thursday. The day-long EU-India roundtable seeks to better understand the range of current and emerging threats particularly involved in consumer-grade US technology. If a cheap device can carry and fly a pizza, they can be used for carrying more nefarious payloads such as explosives, European Union ambassador to India Hou Delphine said. All stakeholders in the defense space arena should work on bolstering India's counter space capabilities, Chief of Defense Staff General Anil Chauhan said on Wednesday in remarks that come in the backdrop of China rapidly developing and deploying potent anti-satellite weapons. Indian armed forces were roughly spend over rupees 25,000 crore in the next few years to meet its defense space requirements, ranging from building a constellations of surveillance satellites to secure communication networks. It is right time for the private industry to utilize this opportunity. I think it is time to build a highly capable Atmanirbhar defense space ecosystem, the CDS said, inaugurating a 3-day DefSat seminar and exhibition here. The industry should partner the armed forces in augmenting ISR, surveillance, reconnaissance capabilities by developing multi-sensor satellites, launch-on-demand services and a robust network of ground stations. There is also the need to develop indigenous positioning, navigation and timing services by strengthening the NAVIC consultation, he said. Stakeholders in the defense space ecosystem also need to focus on a counter space capabilities as a deterrent for safeguarding the country's space assets from enemy attacks, General Chauhan said. Stressing the vitality of space for mankind as well as for the armed forces, CDS said space can be used as a force multiplier to enhance combat capabilities in the traditional domain of land, air, sea as well as the newer ones like cyber warfare. During the seminar, General Chauhan listed out the major initiatives taken by the government to capitalize on space to strengthen the capabilities of the armed forces. Bangladesh Foreign Minister Hassan Mahmood discussed the security situation in Myanmar with NSA Ajit Doval, saying the developments in the country could impact regional peace and stability. He later also met his counterpart S. Jaishankar for delegation-level talks in which the two discussed cross-border connectivity, economic and development partnership, cooperation in defense and security, power, energy, water resources and people-to-people exchanges. The situation in Myanmar is a worrying factor for both the countries because both of us share a border with Myanmar. We discussed the issue with NSA Doval because for regional peace and stability it is important that peace prevails in Myanmar, Mahmood said. Mahmood and Jaishankar also discussed areas of future engagement in line with the national development goals for the two countries. Government will roll out a digital advertising policy soon, I&B Minister Anurag Thakur said at the second DNPA Conclave and Digital Impact Awards 24 this week. Thakur's announcement came on the sidelines of a panel discussion on the threats and challenges to the monetization of content by India's digital's new publishers. Let me say here that we are soon bringing out a digital advertising policy. I think India's digital news media industry will benefit from it. They will be treated on par. It will ensure you don't suffer revenue loss while you keep on creating good content. So we are bringing it out very soon. It's in works, he said. Rejecting Karnataka's claim, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Wednesday said that the state has seen tax transfer and grants from centre increase almost 250% and said the Congress regime in the state was making misleading claims to divert people's attention from its failure to implement the guarantees it had promised to win the state polls last year. Taking a strong exception of Siddaramaia's government's advertisement against the centre, she said, these claims come before a separatist mindset. Congress is with those who want tukde of the country, she said. PF Finance Minister alleged that Congress government in Karnataka has realized that it can't fulfill the poll promises. They understand that it's mounting on them, she said, while mentioning how Karnataka CM's advisor said in January that the 5 guarantees have become a huge financial burden of rupees 58,000 crore and has been earmarked for them. This comment came early 6 months after Deputy CM Shivkumar said they needed to set aside rupees 40,000 crore this year for the 5 guarantees and they say can't provide development. BJP on Wednesday said the proposed protest by Left Democratic Front against the centre is nothing but sheer politics of passing its own failure on the Modi government as people are angry with the governing alliance in Kerala. The CPI-led LDF has announced a protest at Delhi's Jantar Mantar on Thursday, alleging neglect of the state by the centre. Leaders from the India bloc of opposition parties are likely to join the protest to be led by Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. Ahead of the protest, BJP in charge for political affairs in Kerala, Prakash Javadekar, and Union Minister V. Muralidharan said in a joint statement the demonstration proposed by the LDF government of Kerala in Delhi on February 8 is nothing but sheer politics of passing its own failures on Modi government. Keralites are angry because of taxes raised across Kerala in the latest budget, they said. Javadekar and Muralidharan rejected the LDF charge and said Kerala has been one of the most financially unhealthy and improperly managed states. BJP member Nishikant Dubey on Wednesday accused Congress of trying to create a north-south divide in the country. PM Modi has been here for 10 years, you were in power for 70 years. When you say poverty is not getting eradicated, you have been ever looked at yourself? Who is responsible for this? Dubey asked while participating in the debate on the interim budget in the Lok Sabha. Congress created a license permit quota Raj. Only Congress supported industrialists could manufacture cars, scooters, cement from 2004 to 14. They went into a loot Raj with 2G, 4G coal scams since 2014. Not just the Ram Temple but Ram Rajya has been brought, said Dubey. On a day when Congress leaders from Karnataka led by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah staged a protest at Delhi's Jantar Mantar against the BJP-led centre over injustice meted out the southern state in the devolution of taxes, Dubey accused Congress of trying to create a rift between the north and the south. He accused Congress of leading to the partition of the Punjab and Bengal in the past as it was losing votes and drew a parallel with the present, alleging that they are promoting the gap between the north and the south. Congress divided India for vote bank politics. If Congress is not getting votes, will they create a north-south divide? He asked. Dubey said there is neither Dravidian or Aryan. India is one. They talk of north and south divide. Tamil Nadu and Kerala got many money than Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. We are poor. Our people go there to work. The entire country knows that more than 80% of the mines are in Jharkhand, Odisha, Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. Did we say we are rich? Did we say South India should not be developed? He said. Rishabh is confident of playing entire IPL, but not sure he will keep wickets. Delhi Capital coach Ponting said. Rishabh Pant is confident of playing the entire IPL, but the flamboyant cricketer could only be available as a batter and not behind the stumps, according to Delhi Capital's head coach Ricky Ponting. Rishabh is very confident that he is going to be right to play. In what capacity, we are not quite sure yet. Ponting tell ESPN this. You would have seen all the social media stuff. He is up and about and running well. But in saying that, we were only 6 weeks away from the first game as well. So we are not sure if we will get wicket keeping out of him this year. We will just keep our fingers crossed and hope that he can be out there and play. Even if it is not all the games, if we can manage him through 10 of the 14 games or whatever that might be, then whatever games you can get out of him will be a bonus.